County Career Center, Atomic Credit Union, Deputies Auto Repair, and Coach's Appliance Heating and Air. Let's head out to the court for tonight's game on Wild Country 107.7.
Happy Friday, happy holidays, and Merry Christmas out to everyone from WAIS, WSEO. It's our game of the week. We're live from the Alley. Joe Higgins alongside Dustin Goldsberry. And the Alexander Spartans playing host to the Athens Bulldogs in this Tri-Valley Conference Hockey Division matchup. Dustin, your first thoughts on the game?
Joe, it's going to be a fun night here inside the Alley as the Athens Bulldogs travel 33 to Route 50 and come into Albany at a 1-6 record. Alexander still looking for their first victory at 0-7 tonight. But this doesn't, records really don't matter when it comes to rivalries. It's one of those things that this is one of the best rivalries in Athens County, and the student sections are certainly here to show us that tonight.
Very much so. Student section is always something we always take a look at before game starts. Athens traveled extremely well. Alexander holding their own underneath their home basket there, so it's fun to see that, and I'm interested to see what kind of battles we'll get there off the court as much as I am on the court.
It's always fun out here. You never know. They like to razzle-dazzle each other a little bit, and it's all in good fun. I mean, it's a big rivalry in Athens County. It's always a good turnout when these two teams play each other, and I'm looking forward to it tonight.
Our game of the week is presented tonight by Athens Insurance Services, your local McDonald's, First National Bank, McFadden Insurance, Tinks Auto Trading Post, Rutland Bottle Gas, Tri-County Career Center, Steak and Shake, Atomic Credit Union, Athens Automotive Keys, Coach's Appliance Heating and Air, and Deputies Auto Repair. And, of course, our halftime show will also be sponsored by Athens Insurance Services. So we've got a few minutes here before game starts. Let's tile it in here a little bit. You mentioned both teams struggling a little bit out of the gates here as one win between the two. Alexander, we got a chance to see against Nelsonville York and played a pretty decent game. Nelsonville York got the victory there, but as I came away with that game thinking the Spartans are not helpless, although they are coming in off of a fresh, brand new starting five. Now they're 7 games in. That team should be able to gel a little bit now, and a little bit of extra we saw tonight, maybe some inspiration. Back home for the holidays, I'm assuming. Kyler DiAugustino went in and talked to the team before the game started.
Yeah, it's always good. You give a guy like Kyler DiAugustino, and if you don't know his name, you weren't listening last year to high school basketball. 3 years. You weren't listening to us at all if you don't know who that is. Kyler back in Albany tonight. Obviously his first year at West Liberty, doing well there, playing college ball now. And, it's good to see him back tonight inside the Alley. Went in the locker room with the guys here a little bit ago. It's they need that advice. Certainly from a guy like Kyler who's been there and done it. I think it's great to have him come back and want to help his teammates out.
So we're going to step aside here for a few minutes here on our pregame show. On the other side, we'll get into the players a little bit. Stay with us on the game of the week, Wild Country 107.7.
Time to play Mr. Fix-It. There's something wrong with my garage door. It's making a strange noise when I open or close it. I know I can take care of this. Oops. Ow.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Did you mess it up? Why didn't you just call my garage door company?
I thought...
Never mind. My garage door company does all sorts of repairs. I'm going to call them 740-818-2915. They're a family-owned company, and they're certified to fix your mess. Remember, 740-818-2915, my garage door company. Now get inside.
I think I'm bleeding.
At Tri-County Career Center, our students are athletes, band members, and cheerleaders, but they are also earning industry credentials and skills that will prepare them to be workforce ready. Some of our students are earning money through internships, and others are earning college credits through CCP, and that's just at the high school level. Our Adult Center is offering cutting-edge short-term and long-term classes such as fiber optic technician or cosmetology. Jump on the web at TriCountyHighTech.com to see a list of our programs. Tri-County Career Center wishes everyone a safe and winning season.
Nothing really ever stays the same. Things get better or they get worse. Things grow or they get smaller. Communities are no exception. The life of a community is determined by the activities of the people who live there. What we do today will decide the future. Shop locally whenever you can. First National Bank. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at first-national.com.
Steak and Shake is open every day at 741 East State Street in Athens. And everyone is talking about the 4-meal deals. They've got a choice of 4 great meals for just $4.99 with great fries. Try the double steak burger with cheese, butter single steak burger, a garlic single steak burger, or the bacon and cheese single steak burger. And weekdays, don't forget Happier Hour from 2 to 4. You can enjoy your favorite hand-dipped classic or specialty shake or soft drink for half price. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, at 741 East State Street in Athens.
If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, come to Tinks Auto Trading Post, located on State Route 13, just off of Route 33 and Columbus Road in Athens. With over 30 years of experience, you can trust that you will get a great deal at a great price. We also offer routine maintenance on your cars, such as brakes, oil changes, and tires. Tinks Auto Trading Post, where less overhead means less markup. Remember to think Tink for your next great car deal. Tinks Auto Trading Post, 740-594-8465, or visit us on the web at tinksautotradingpost.com.
Think you have to settle for mediocre car insurance to save money? Think again. It's possible to get superior coverage and still save money with Erie Insurance. Customers who switched to Erie saved up to $951. It pays to compare. Switch and save with Erie.
Your Erie agent in Nelsonville is McFadden Insurance, 740-753-1905.
Annual savings based on new customers surveyed in March 2022 who reported savings when switching auto insurance. Individual premiums and savings will vary.
The Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7.
Welcome back inside the alley, your Game of the Week here on Wild Country 107.7. Dustin Goldsberry alongside Joe Higgins and Isaiah Lau keeping us back on at the studio as we're hitting at about 4 minutes left until we hit game time here at TVC Ohio matchup between these two. Big rivalry tonight. Student sections are filling up. We got the stands filling up here on a Friday night right before Christmas, and we're excited to be here. I've seen Santa Claus in the house, Joe. Yep. We're all set as we get ready. Let's go ahead and break down the Athens Bulldogs coming in with a 1-6 record overall here at 1-3 in the TVC thus far, with a win over Wellston. They are, certainly struggling this year, obviously by the record, but at the same time, some of those losses coming from some bigger teams. They did face a Marietta team that we called on Tuesday night. Well, they played Federal Hocking, and my goodness, what a team that they have at 7-0 right now. So some of those games, obviously a little tougher, but Athens a little bit bigger division. It just a matter of finding your footing and getting going here. I guess they're looking at the new year, hoping to turn things around.
The Bulldogs coming in, as you said, 1-6 on the year overall, but they held their own pretty well against Jackson. Lost that one 60-49, so they were in that game. Leo Martin scored 6 points in the contest. Luke Mullins put in 2. Hayden Hughes, 15 points in that one. He hit 3 threes as well, so that's pretty good. And then Marshall McCammett had 3, and Zachary Mullins led the way with 16 points for the Athens Bulldogs. So, again, hanging in there with Jackson, that might give them some confidence coming in here and facing the Alexander Spartans.
Yeah, it certainly could. I mean, those are the kind of things that you need to get going. You need to get some of your guys in double figures. I think that's a big key always to winning, is having more than one guy in double figures. We see it around the league all the time. Usually if a team has, 3 or 4 guys that can hit past that 10-point range mark in a game, you have a really good shot at bringing home the W. But, the Bulldogs just still trying to, they've struggled obviously early this season, but again, they're a team kind of like the Spartans that are pretty fresh, I will say. They haven't, they don't have a lot of the guys they had last year. They relied on a lot like Landon Wheatley, and they had, I'm trying to think of Luke, trying to think who graduated last year. I can't remember his name, but they did have, some seniors graduate last year, obviously, and they're looking to put some starters in on this varsity squad that are pretty fresh still.
For the Alexander Spartans, as you mentioned, still looking for their first victory of the season, and coming off of a bit of disheartening game against a very, very strong Vinton County Viking team, 64-19 in that one. Isaac Waller led the way with 9. Mason Morris had 4, and you had 3 players that got 2 points apiece there. So the Spartans are going to have to look for some offense. 19 points in the game at a varsity level, that's not something you can ever be accepted. So Coach Skinner, I'm sure, has had his team working hard the week before, leading into this game. saw the presence of Kyler DiAgostino. That kid wake up scoring 20 points when he was in high school. So hopefully all that leads towards Alexander putting more points up on the board, and Athens having to be ready for that. They put up 49 in their last game. So, again, a game that, for the rivalry purposes, it really doesn't matter the records. And when you have two teams that are struggling like this, really all it takes is one team kind of getting going, and then you've got all of a sudden a good game because the other team's going to respond. So we'll see how that's going to look out here tonight.
Yeah, we'll play it out here as we get ready for the national anthem. We're going to go ahead and take our last break and be back for first quarter action here on Wild Country 107.7.
Deputies Auto Repair in the Plains. They're set to provide their customers with the best possible vehicle maintenance and repair in a timely manner using top quality parts at competitive pricing. Call and schedule your appointment for alignments, oil changes, tune-ups, brake repairs, tire services, and so much more. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Deputies Auto Repair, 110 North Plains Road in the Plains, 740-677-0007. That's 740-677-0007.
Let me put you onto something I like to call breakfast bliss. It's BOGO for $1 at McDonald's, and it's only around for a limited time. Right now, when you buy one breakfast fave, you can get another for just $1. Choose from a delicious sausage, gravy, and biscuit smothered with savory gravy, or a tasty bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit that comes on a warm, flaky biscuit, or a classic sausage McMuffin with egg. Bliss out on breakfast and start your day with BOGO for $1 only at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
No matter what business you're in, it's about people. It's about treating others the way you'd like to be treated. The word service literally means helpful act of assistance. We know that our local merchants offer more helpful acts of assistance than any other place where you'd care to shop. Together we grow. First National Bank. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at first-national.com.
Are you planning to install a new garage door or garage door opener? Don't do it yourself. Call the experts at My Garage Door Company. They install the best and service the rest. Located in Athens, a family-owned father and son company in business for over 8 years. They are certified garage door technicians. Call today for an estimate or to schedule a service or repair. 740-818-2915 for My Garage Door Company.
The Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7.
Welcome back to the Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7. Here inside the alley, I'm Joe Higgins alongside Dustin Goldsberry. Isaiah Lyle back at the station keeping us on the air. Starting lineups being introduced for our two competing teams tonight. Alexander playing host to the Athens Bulldogs. For Athens, they start with number 1, Sam Trainer. Number 3 is Leo Martin. 5 is Luke Mullins. 24, Easton Newsom. And 34 is Zachary Mullins. For the Alexander Spartans, they will counter with number 5, Mason Morris. 15 is Claxton Hawk. 23, Stanley Benny. 25, Nate Graves. And number 31, Isaac Waller.
As we, the starting lineups for both these teams being called out, we got both student sections out here going crazy already for both their teams. We had a little net malfunction, it looks like, here on this left scoreboard across from us, as I think one of the Athens players kind of pulled on the net when they were trying to dunk in the pregame, and it knocked one of the loops free. So we got one of the maintenance guys up here trying to fix that now, but I don't think it hopefully shouldn't delay game too much here.
How fast can they work to fix that netting? Should be fun here.
Get it done.
But you're right. I think the student sections, I mean, you wouldn't know that these teams have a combined 1 win between them. They're both here and ready to roll and excited, and they're going to be, I think, as much a part of this game as the players on the floor.
And let's do it here. We got Alexander going to be going left to right on your radio dial. Athens in their green and gold jerseys, with the Alexander Spartans wearing all white with red numbering, red stripes on the side. And like we said, Alexander going left to right. Claxton Hawk going to be doing the tip-off against Easton Newsom to start this game off. And Joe, let's get ready.
Tipped up into the air, controlled by the Athens Bulldogs. Leo Martin will cross the timeline. Man-to-man defense shown by the Spartans. To the right side. And now back up top is, I believe, Luke Mullins had it to Martin. Martin going to get shoved there by Graves. No call. He'll toss it inside and blocked away Vinny got that hand on that one.
Stan Vinny, good golfer in the fall, this time playing some basketball up there.
And the shooter on that one was Zachary Mullins. A little hard to find that number there for a moment. A pretty good size matchup between Zachary Mullins, and Graves.
Yeah, Nate Graves, a freshman. Not sure what Mullins, but I know Nate Graves is a freshman for the Spartans. We saw him against Nelsonville York get some starting time, but if we had an errant pass from Mason Morris into the hands of the Bulldogs.
Mullins gets an easy steal there. Leo Martin handing off. A little weave action by the Bulldogs up top. To the right side to Sam Trainer. Trainer driving into the paint. Stopped there by Graves. Dumps it down inside. And Zach Mullins will have it go out of bounds, but they're going to get fouled instead. That's why it went out of bounds.
That's going to go against Vinny. He was trying to get on Mullins. Mullins had position on him, but they're going to call that on the floor, and that'll be an Athens throw-in under their own basket.
Zach Mullins over to Luke Mullins. Back and forth to the Mullins. Playing catch. Hand off now to Trainer. Back over to Luke Mullins. Leo Martin on the left wing. Looking for cutters. Nothing there. Pretty good defense. Throws it up over top, though. Nice job by Newsom to pull it in, but couldn't get the layup. Pretty good defense by the Spartans on the recovery. Vinny finds a lane, lays it up strong with the left.
Stan Vinny, that's what we needed from the Spartans there. Somebody to go to the hole and actually take the shot. That's that's part of the Spartans' issues that in these past 7 games is getting points on the board, and they'll put 2 there.
Luke Mullins over to Trainer on the left wing, guarded by Vinny. Pass over top to Zachary Mullins. Long three-point attempt. Front iron, no good. Pulled down by Claxton Hawk.
Claxton Hawk, we talked about him a little bit that last game. He's one of the ones that we needed him to step up offensively, and that time pulled a big defensive board to get his team back possession of the ball.
Morris over to Vinny. Vinny double teamed by 2 Bulldogs. Martin's going to pick up a foul, I believe, as Luke Mullins was straight up. And, Leo Martin reached in a bit. Bailed out Vinny. Vinny was in trouble. That was about a 3.5, 4-second call of the 5.
Yeah, I don't think he had anywhere to go. No teammate came to help and didn't see it enough in time, but Martin bailed him out on the foul. Bulldogs running a 1-3-1 zone defense. Actually a little bit of offset, maybe even an extended 2-3. Pass inside to Waller. Waller turns, fires, no good. Rebounded by Newsom. Hand off to Martin. Martin will run the offense the other way. Pass over to Newsom. Newsom's going to take steps. He switched his feet before driving in. Gets the travel. Yeah, that one, easy call there for the officials on the travel, and certainly not something the Bulldogs or the Spartans want to have early as turnovers in this game. Alexander leading 2-0 with the basketball. Just underway here in the first quarter from the alley. Morris working to the right side on Martin. Now on top to Vinny. Now to the corner. Claxton Hawk open for a long 2. He misses the shot. Waller on the putback. Almost got it to go, but he is fouled and will go to the line for 2. Isaac Waller, not one of the tallest guys out on the floor, but you've seen him on the football field, and he is a powerhouse out there as a running back for the Spartans, showing his power and strength on that one. I like his hustle, too. He was going after that ball. That could have been a ball easily pulled in by the Bulldogs, but he went and got it. Bulldogs got to keep an eye on him. Waller's first free throw. Back iron, no good. And Waller missed his basketball season last year with a broken leg that he had received from his one of his final football games. So this is his first varsity year. Second free throw is good. Spartans now lead 3-0. Martin brings it up for the Bulldogs. Man-to-man defense still by the Spartans. Backdoor cut here by Luke Mullins, and they're going to get a foul, I believe, on Waller. Waller just kind of bumped him coming through. You're supposed to bump cutters, but you're not supposed to, push him down. That's kind of what he did. That's the football mindset in Waller, I think. Good defense there by the Spartans on the inbound. They throw over top to Luke Mullins, over to the right side to Martin. Martin working on Morris, gets by him. Kick out to Trainer, open for 3. Off the iron, no good. Backside rebound by Zach Mullins. Inside to Newsom, and gets it to crawl in. Bulldogs' first points of the game. They're on the board. 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. Spartans now lead 3-2 over the Bulldogs. This is a 1-3-1 zone, but what they do is when they go to one side, the middle of the 1-3-1 will come out and take a guard. Hawk
Baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded by Newsom. Newsom on the run out. Waller coming from behind and pokes it away.
Nice hustle there by Waller, getting to the ball and making the steal.
Everybody in the gym saw it except for Newsom. Morris steps into a long three. No good. Rebound by Waller. Back out to Morris. He'll try again. A little too strong. Waller with another board, falls loose into the hands of Trainer. Trainer spins, keeps the ball low, puts it up, can't get it to go, but he's fouled. He did everything he could not to have a carry on that ball. As it bounced high, he kept his hand low on it.
Yeah, he tried to maintain possession, did a good job on the spin move, got to the basket, but not without contact. And that's actually going to be Stan Vinny's second personal foul. Looks like Coach Skinner's going to the bench to make a substitution.
Be Howie Clark coming in for him. And also Trent Shad replacing Graves and Vinny.
That first free throw attempt up by Trainer, no good. Score remains 3-2, but he'll get a chance here to put home another free throw. This time misses again. Spartans still lead 3-2.
Rebounded by Clark, making his presence felt as soon as he gets in the game. And now Claxton Hawk will come out, run a guard position with Morris. They'll counter this 1-3-1 with a 1-3-1 offense of their own. Sometimes you'll see a two guard against that.
Howie Clark trying to find some space there. Got it back out to Claxton Hawk on the outside.
Morris backs it back out as well. This is where Athens wants to keep the Spartans, though. They're a good distance away from the interior. Now they go inside to Waller, who will get fouled by Zach Mullins, and they'll call it on the floor.
Both these teams now have 3 personal fouls each this quarter with 3:28 to go. New rules in high school basketball. After you hit 5 fouls in each quarter, it goes to a double bonus situation.
Pass up top. Morris for 3. In and out. Waller battling for it, but Zach Mullins comes away. Gets it in the hands of Trainer. Trainer to the left side to Newsom. Into the paint. Nothing there. Out up top. Zach Mullins. Long 3 again. This one finds the mark.
My goodness. The big man putting up the long 3 from the top of the key and giving Athens the first lead of the night. 5-3 Bulldogs.
Morris sizes up the competition. Looks to the right side. Hands off to Clark. Clark going to go and do the same to Hawk. Leo Martin jumps out on it, but not there in time. Now he'll take the top of the 1-3-1. Again, Morris way out near the half-court line. That's where Athens wants them.
Yeah, they're doing that 1-3-1 zone is working. It's especially on the Spartans.
Nice job by Hawk to get away from it. He gets it to Morris, and he gets away from the trap as well. Nice work. Mason can't find anybody on the right side. He'll go to the left instead. And he can't be shy about looking for that shot. I know he's missed a couple, so that's why he's on the floor.
Yeah, he's out there for a reason.
Hawk, a little half fade, no good. I think he just got tired of seeing his team dribble. Takes the shot. And it'll go out of bounds. Bulldog basketball.
So a turnover there by the Spartans out of bounds.
Martin coming back the other way. Gets past his first defender and loses the handle, but I think it got knocked out of bounds by Shad, and the officials agree.
2:05 officially left here in the first quarter. Back or into the game for the first time is Marshall McCammon for the Bulldogs.
He inbounds to Newsom. Newsom back to the right side to Martin. Martin going to work in the paint, gets bumped, stops, pops, and knocks it down.
Nice job there by Martin.
Timeout, Alexander. We'll take it with him. Be right back on the Game of the Week. Wild Country 107.7.
Coach's Appliance Service has been a family-owned business since 1986. Now Chuck's nephew, Nick, has expanded. Coach's Appliance Heating and Air is still taking care of your appliances, along with your heating and cooling needs. They'll still fix your fridge, freezer, range, microwave, dishwasher, and so much more, including new AC and heat pump systems with financing available. Call or text Coach's Appliance Heating and Air today at 740-594-1865, and they'll be there to fix your appliance and heating and cooling issues.
The Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7.
A Leo Martin jumper in the lane puts the Bulldogs up 7-3 here on the Game of the Week. 107.7 FM. Alexander trailing 7-3, but they have the basketball. And extending the look now on that 1-3-1 are the Bulldogs. They kind of force Alexander to go even further up near the half-court line.
Yeah, Martin
tried to get it inside to Waller, but poked away by Zach Mullins.
Nice defense there by Athens.
Martin back into the paint, kicks over. Beautiful find to Zach Mullins, who can't get it to go, but he is fouled. That was a nice pass from Martin.
It sure was. Martin has the ability, kept his head up that entire time, found the open man down low, gets his big man, puts up the shot, but gets fouled in the process.
That was pretty. Zach Mullins, who's hit a 3, will go to the line for a free throw. And right iron and rolls off.
Back into the game for the Spartans is going to be Nate Graves, as well as this time we have Sam Ohms into the game for the Spartans for the first time.
Zach Mullins will line up his second free throw attempt. This one, the back iron, no good, but rebounded inside. Pulled away that time by Hughes. Outside shot, no good, and Graves pulls down the board. Ripped down the board, if you will.
Yeah, that time he was, no one was going to get that from Graves.
Morris working on Martin, passes over to the left side to Hawk. Hawk drives to the paint, backs it back out. Morris now. Martin gets into him. Nearly caused a turnover. Hawk again steps up, acts like the 3, now goes into the corner. Down into the paint. Graves, little side hook shot on his way out of bounds, knocks it down.
Nate Graves, freshman there for the Spartans, getting on the scoreboard for tonight and cutting this lead back to 2, 7-5, Bulldogs lead.
And McCammett will get the ball over to Hughes now. Hughes being worked on, nice job defensively. We'll throw it into McCammett. McCammett pulls up the baseline jumper, no good. Graves will get it popped up. They're going to call. Who was that?
They're going to get Zach Mullins.
Zach Mullins.
He jumps kind of as Graves is pulling down the rebound, got him on the arm on the backside.
It's going to be a fun matchup to watch between Zach Mullins and Graves. Similar sized.
Probably two of the bigger guys in the TVC Ohio. Yeah. I mean, you got Ashton Allman for Vinton County, but, size-wise, they match up extremely well against each other.
Final 25 seconds of the first quarter. Athens leading this one 7-5. Alexander looks like they're going to try and work it down to one shot, as Morris and Hawk are going to play keep away from Martin. Martin nearly got a hold of that one. Hawk steps in, doesn't like it. He's in trouble. Skips the pass, and it'll go out of bounds. First it got deflected, and then it went off the hands of Trent Shad. And so the Bulldogs will have it with just under 5 seconds, 4.9 seconds. And Alexander going to go full court press to make it hard on him. Newsom trying to inbound, gets it to Martin. Martin dribbling down the middle of the floor, throws a half-court shot, and it falls short. We end the first, 7-5 Athens. We're right back on the game of the week. Wild Country 107.7.
Since 1926, Athens Insurance Services has focused on doing one thing and doing it well, providing peace of mind through affordable, comprehensive insurance protection. Whether you're looking for car insurance for your new teenage driver, home insurance for your first home, protection for your business or life insurance, they've got you covered. Representing Central Insurance Company, count on Andrew, Mike, Kendra, Hannah, Chelsea, and Brent. Athens Insurance Services at 375 Richland Avenue. Call 740-593-6639. Steak and Shake is open every day at 741 East State Street in Athens. And everyone is talking about the 4-meal deals. They've got a choice of 4 great meals for just $4.99 with great fries. Try the double steak burger with cheese, butter single steak burger, a garlic single steak burger, or the bacon and cheese single steak burger. And weekdays, don't forget happy hour from 2 to 4. You can enjoy your favorite hand-dipped classic or specialty shake or soft drink for half price. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, at 741 East State Street in Athens.
You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7 WSEO Nelsonville.
Start of the second quarter here inside the alley, just a few days from Christmas. Both these teams seeing if they can have a Merry Christmas with a victory here tonight.
Were you naughty or nice this year, Joe?
Where do you have these two teams right now?
I mean, I would call them both nice at the moment, but, it's certainly been a struggle here getting the ball in the hoop here in this first quarter.
Well, it's just a matter of feeling like it was kind of a feeling out process. Alexander is trying to work through this 1-3-1 zone, which now Athens has switched to a man to give him something else to think about. Morris tries a long three. Got it.
Mason Morris shot 3 in the first quarter, didn't hit any of those, but gets that first one in the second quarter and puts his team up by 1, 8-7.
You like to see it. He wasn't deterred from the cold shooting in the first. Zachary Mullins coming back the other way. Baseline jumper, no good. Newsom gets the board. Kind of floppingly threw the ball up at the rim, but he drew the foul.
He did get the foul. I don't know who it was going to be called on, but they're going to get Trent Shad on the foul there. I think that's going to be his first personal. Fouls have reset, so both team fouls were at 0, and that one put the Spartans now 1. So
I was trying to say that Alexander was trying to work inside as Newsom's first free throw is good. Against that zone, trying to feed inside. Had a little difficulties doing so. I'm not sure Athens, how long they should stay in that man if it just give up a 3 like that.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing well in the 1-3-1 and, really holding the Spartans to 5 points in the quarter. That's a pretty impressive number.
And we're going to have a lane violation here from, I believe Newsom stepped over the line on his free throw attempt. So we're tied 8-8, just underway here in the second quarter. And yes, Athens goes right back to the 1-3-1. They said that was enough of that.
No more threes.
But it's working well. It's keeping Alexander away from the rim a little bit. Hawk drives in, and then we're going to have a tie up here. Martin did a great job pressuring him and then grabbing hold of the ball, and that'll go to Athens on the held ball.
Yeah, Leo Martin, good defense there. He is a pesky defender on that outside, quick guard, and really playing that position well tonight.
On the other side, Athens they're getting a lot of good shots up, but they don't seem to be so much in rhythm. They're more one-on-one plays as Luke Mullins tried to do that one. Graves, though, there to deflect the shot, I believe. If not, he contested it well, but the Bulldogs have it back. Driving baseline is Luke Mullins, gets it out to Zach Mullins, and mid-range jumper is good, right around the elbow.
Zach Mullins, good shot there. He's got 5 points on the night, the big man, and all those points coming from not anywhere near a layup.
Another long three. Morris couldn't get that one to go. Rebounded by Luke Mullins. 3-on-2 break. He'll hold up. Throw to the right side of Newsom. Newsom out top. And a nice fake by Zach Mullins to the rim. Short arms it. Can't get it to go. Pulled away by Isaac Waller. That was a nice drive. He just pulled up short.
Yeah, the big man had a fake out on Graves and drove it in.
Graves going back to that hook. Got it again.
Oh, my. Nate Graves, I tell you what, that right hook shot it's money for him thus far. He's 2 for 2 on that.
Anytime I see a high school kid throwing up the hook shot, I'm going to be happy. Waller a steal, and will be fouled as the ball got loose, and he dives on top of it as well. That young man hustles.
He said fumble.
Yes,
That's
it
what
was.
he said, fumble.
You are right. You are right.
Isaac Waller, clear football player, using his moves and abilities out here on the basketball court. Sometimes that's what you need out here, and he went after that one.
He read the passing lane perfectly, like he would in the linebacker's spot. Went and took it.
All knotted up here at 10 here in this second quarter. 5:40 left here in the half.
Morris to Hawk, and back and forth they go. Isn't really making the defense move that much, and that's the issue with this offense right now. As a near steal, but back into it is Newsom. Hawk down to the foul line, back up to Morris. Quick fires a 3, no good. Rebounded by Zach Mullins, and right there with them, give it to Graves or Waller. They were both all over him.
Yeah, they were hounding on Mullins, and they certainly, one of those guys picking up the foul. It looked like Graves for sure.
Just his first. As you said, they're all tied up, 10 apiece. Athens with the basketball. 5:15 left in the first half. Luke Mullins to the right side. Waller right there. He spins off of him, pulls up in the mid-range. A little too strong, follows his shot, gets the board, kicks it out to Trainer. Now back into the corner. Baseline drive by Luke Mullins. No good. Newsom on the putback. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled by Shad, and I think that's his second.
Yeah, that is going to be his second personal. Athens doing a good job on the offensive boards, getting second, third chance opportunities. And, that's kind of been the story of the night I'm looking at here is they are certainly winning the rebound game over the Spartans tonight thus far.
Yeah, they're getting the shots that they want. They're just not seeing them fall, as they don't see that free throw fall either. They're getting their offense is getting them what they want out of it, but the shots aren't falling.
As substitution into the game, Trent Shad will go out with the second personal foul, and Sam Ohms back into the game for the Spartans.
Losing second shot is good. So the Bulldogs go back up by 1, and now they're going to go a full court 2-2-1 press. Martin and Trainer up front. They get it out to the back. They get it over through Waller, and they break through the press pretty easy there on the first try. Falling back into this extended, almost like a 4-1.
Yeah, it's
Those Kozars like to use this in the past. Waller down on the dead spot. Can't get the shot to fall. Knocked out of bounds by Zachary Mullins.
Waller not happy with himself. A little short on that shot, but it was a good attempt. Just a little short on the shot.
Coach Cozart has had some long teams in the past, and it's really just an extended 2-3 zone, but it looks like a 4-1 zone. As Mason Morris puts up a 3, no good. Rebounded by Hawk. Knocked out of his hands, though, by Martin. Loose ball. Goes towards Morris. Fires it over to Hawk. Hawk throws a little floater up. Can't get it to go. And Zach Mullins with the board.
Just unable to get the shots to fall here tonight. Both these teams just almost like a metal plate over the basket.
As I was saying with Cozart, he's had that extended zone works really well when you have long players. It looks like he was trying to throw something out there. Has nice pass inside from Newsom to
Zach Mullins.
Zach Mullins, and Mullins gets the bucket there. Little chippy coming through on this press break. Hawk to Morris. Crosses time. Here comes a trap. He gets out of it. Nice job. So Hawk and back to him. They'll play catch back and forth. As now they drop into this. Again, it's kind of a 1-3-1 format, but the middle guy goes out to take up the guard, and the other guard drops back to the middle. So it changes on the look. Nice job there by Hawk to get by. Into the paint to Waller. Backside pass. Too much for Holmes, and it goes out of bounds.
So that turnover goes back to the Bulldogs here with 3:18 left in the half. Bulldogs leading 13-10 over the Spartans here on the road. The Bulldogs face Spartans in the alley tonight here.
Point's going to be a premium, as we can see already, so I think it's going to be a matter of also which team's going to be more aggressive. As we're going to have an offensive foul. We'll call this one on 34. We don't have a 34. They'll call it on Mullins, okay.
Mullins not happy with the call, but that's his third personal foul.
And now he's going to probably have to come out of this game, and he's been kind of the lone bright spot offensively for Athens.
Yeah, that's they're going to bring in Hayden Hughes to replace him here with 3:08 and a half. You don't know if you'll see him again at the rest of the half. That might be a benefit for the Spartans.
I don't think I'd play him
back into the game.
So Hughes, though, he's coming off 15 points in his last game and hit 3 threes in that one. Well, nice pass to get it inside to Holmes, and now follows to Waller, lays it up and in. Textbook press breaker.
Nice job there by the Spartans, beating the press and putting up 2 points, cutting the lead to 1. 13-12, Athens leads.
So I was trying to say is I think both teams need to try to be aggressive on offense and get to the rim against each other's zones, as Alexander's in a 2-3 zone right now. And timeout, Athens. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back on the Game of the Week. Wild Country 107.7.
What's one of the worst feelings you can get? The one that hits you in the pit of your stomach. You can't find your keys. I have a solution. Announcing the new location of Athens Automotive Keys at 528 Richland Avenue in Athens. Dan and Gloria can take care of lost keys, transponder keys and programming, key duplication for house or business. And they now provide locksmith service. Athens Automotive Keys is open Monday through Friday, noon till 5:30 at 528 Richland Avenue, Athens. Call 740-590-6843.
The Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7.
It's a 1-point lead for the Athens Bulldogs, 13-12 over Alexander. 2:36 left here in this first half. Coach Mickey Kozart called a timeout for Athens to decide what he wanted to do against this new look Alexander zone. And we've got the typical back and forth between the Athens Bulldogs student section and the home team Spartans.
It's fun. I enjoy it. It brings back high school memories when I was in high school. The same chance. It never gets old though. It's always fun. 2:30 left here in the half.
And the Bulldogs going to move this ball around the perimeter of the zone. Trainer to Martin. Martin getting into the paint, kick to the corner. Hughes for three, no good. Nice backside board there by Luke Mullins. Putback is good.
And Luke Mullins gets his first 2 points of the night with that.
I like that.
Yeah, he was made good position there to get the rebound. No one contesting him for the Spartans to even box out.
And the Spartans going to move this pass back and forth from Morris to Hawk, as they just keep working on the outside. And now Coach Skinner wants to call timeout, talk about it. We'll be right back on the Game of the Week. Wild Country 107.7.
What's one of the worst feelings you can get? The one that hits you in the pit of your stomach. You can't find your keys. I have a solution. Announcing the new location of Athens Automotive Keys at 528 Richland Avenue in Athens. Dan and Gloria can take care of lost keys, transponder keys and programming, key duplication for house or business. And they now provide locksmith service. Athens Automotive Keys is open Monday through Friday, noon till 5:30 at 528 Richland Avenue, Athens. Call 740-590-6843. Deputies Auto Repair on the Plains. They're set to provide their customers with the best possible vehicle maintenance and repair in a timely manner using top quality parts at competitive pricing. Call and schedule your appointment for alignments, oil changes, tune-ups, brake repairs, tire services, and so much more. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Deputies Auto Repair, 110 North Plains Road in the Plains. 740-677-0007. That's 740-677-0007.
The Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7.
Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first half. A battle of zones, a battle of coaching timeouts, and we'll see what kind of offenses come out of them.
Yeah, we had a couple quick timeouts here now in this second quarter, and like you said, we'll see what the Spartans are drawing up here. Coach Skinner is obviously a veteran coach with Coach Kozart as well. Both these teams battling back and forth here tonight.
Looks like the Spartans are going to try and go in an overload set where basically they send 4 offensive players on one side of the court and try and get through the zone that way. Hawk will go to the dead spot, nothing there. Gets it knocked out from behind, and a great job there between both Holmes and Martin diving on the floor and got the ball at the exact same time.
Yeah, that was just good hustle by both those players out there. Possession arrow is going to stay with Alexander.
And Hawk will inbound quickly to Morris. And we'll see whether they're going to try it again. They are. Here comes that overload once again. Go to the right side. Back over to Morris, and we'll see if they flip the overload to the left. Hawk down to the corner to Holmes. Holmes goes baseline, covered up by 2 defenders. So Hawk shakes through, pulls up. Mid-range, no good. Graves on the backside, back up too strong. And rebounded by Luke Mullins.
Graves was there, just a little too strong on that offensive board.
It's one of those be quick, don't hurry. He got hurried on the shot. No need to. He's got the size and the strength to take his time. Martin, baseline, 3, too strong. Rebound on the backside by Holmes. Poked away, though, by Hughes, but it goes out of bounds. And it'll stay with Alexander with 49.9 left. And Athens leading 15-12.
Trent Shad comes back into the game. Sam Ohm's going to have a seat, as well as Stan Vinny into the game as well. Nate Graves going to get a rest here for the rest of the half, it looks like.
The first half is nearly to conclusion, in which we'll have the Athens Insurance Services halftime show. Morris will bring it across half court. Get it over to Shad, and those two will play catch for a little bit.
Claxton Hopkins down on the wing side.
Great job there by Newsom to get the deflection, and then Waller prevented the full steal by just knocking it out of bounds.
Yeah, just kind of punched it out into the air, and Athens takes over by its own bench there.
Pass over to Newsom, has it up top now. Nice slip by Hughes, and he gets the layup.
Good job there by the Bulldogs, creating some space. 15 seconds left now, 17-12. Spartans trail by 5.
10 seconds now. Morris sees the clock, drops it inside. Hall, good fake, gets the defender up. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Newsom, and that will end the first half. 17-12, Athens lead. We're going to take a break, and on the other side, the Athens Insurance Services halftime show here on your Game of the Week, Wild Country 107.7.
Since 1926, Athens Insurance Services has focused on doing one thing and doing it well, providing peace of mind through affordable, comprehensive insurance protection. Whether you're looking for car insurance for your new teenage driver, home insurance for your first home, protection for your business, or life insurance, they've got you covered. Representing Central Insurance Company, count on Andrew, Mike, Kendra, Hannah, Chelsea, and Brent. Athens Insurance Services at 375 Richland Avenue. Call 740-593-6639.
Time to play Mr. Fix-It. There's something wrong with my garage door. It's making a strange noise when I open or close it. I know I can take care of this. Oops! Ow!
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Did you mess it up? Why didn't you just call my garage door company?
I thought...
Never mind. My garage door company does all sorts of repairs. I'm going to call them 740-818-2915. They're a family-owned company, and they're certified to fix your mess. Remember, 740-818-2915, my garage door company. Now get inside.
I think I'm bleeding.
At Atomic Credit Union, we value our local schools and are proud to support all our teams, where this is our community too. To everyone who puts in the long hours to help our kids win in life and on the courts, whether you coach, sell snacks, or score 30 points a game, the Atomic team is cheering for you. So from our team to yours, let's make it a great season. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Rutland Bottled Gas has propane for almost every need. Home, farm, industry, greenhouse, lodges, and cabin rentals. They sell and install heaters made by Buck Stove, Empire Comfort Systems, and Heat Star. Ranges by Crosley and grills by Weber. Rutland's specialty is installing and setting up propane systems that make your world more comfortable. 2 offices to serve you. The Plains at 177 North Plains Road and in Rutland at 282 Main Street. Stop by, call, or visit them at RutlandBottleGas.com for more information. Rutland Bottled Gas since 1947. 740-797-4675. Coach's Appliance Service has been a family-owned business since 1986. Now Chuck's nephew, Nick, has expanded. Coach's Appliance Heating and Air is still taking care of your appliances, along with your heating and cooling needs. They'll still fix your fridge, freezer, range, microwave, dishwasher, and so much more, including new AC and heat pump systems with financing available. Call or text Coach's Appliance Heating and Air today at 740-594-1865, and they'll be there to fix your appliance and heating and cooling issues.
Since 1926, Athens Insurance Services has focused on doing one thing and doing it well, providing peace of mind through affordable, comprehensive insurance protection. Whether you're looking for car insurance for your new teenage driver, home insurance for your first home, protection for your business, or life insurance, they've got you covered. Representing Central Insurance Company, count on Andrew, Mike, Kendra, Hannah, Chelsea, and Brent. Athens Insurance Services at 375 Richland Avenue. Call 740-593-6639.
The Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7.
Welcome, everyone, into the Athens Insurance Services halftime show here on the Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7. 17-12 is your halftime score in favor of the Bulldogs over the Alexander Spartans here inside the alley. I'm Joe Higgins. Alongside me is Dustin Goldsberry. Back in the station, keeping us on the air, Isaiah Lyle. And pretty good blows exchanged between these two teams, Dustin. Feeling each other out a little bit in the first quarter. Second quarter, saw it come out with a spark of a 3 for Alexander. But these two teams just kind of exchanging blows here in the first half.
Yeah, it's been a back-and-forth battle here. Only a 5-point separation. But in a game like this, you don't know what the second half holds. But it's been a kind of a quiet night here thus far here in the alley for both these teams, just struggling to get anything going. We don't have anybody in double figures yet. Highest scoring we have is from Zach Mullins with 7 points. And he had to sit sit the bench for the final 3 minutes of the game with 3 fouls. So, you look at a game like this, and I think it's all the little things that are going to matter, to try to pull out a victory. It certainly could still be anybody's game at this point with only a 5-point swing, but, somebody's got to start making something here and getting some separation.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's a matter of you're going to see these two coaches going back and forth throughout in terms of changing things up. We saw it with a man, we saw it with a zone, we saw it with the different offensive sets. They're kind of playing chess out there right now.
Yeah, it is certainly a chess game, and both these coaches, veteran coaches out here, Coach Cozart, Coach Skinner. Coach Skinner used to coach the Bulldogs, so right. Both these guys, they know each other well. Veteran coaches, like I said, it really could be, like a small adjustment really could just make a change in this game. But you've got to, for the Spartans, I think especially, you've got to get yourself some offensive boards and pull down defensive boards as well. Athens is getting too many opportunities, and I think that's probably the reason they have the 5-point lead is because of second chance opportunities.
I think it's a good call. You've seen that. Athens is definitely getting up more shots than Alexander. They're getting some more second chances. They're getting better looks at the basket in general. Alexander looks a little timid against that strange zone. I'm sure they haven't seen that very much. It looks like a 1-3-1, but it doesn't play like it. It plays like that extended 2-3 because of what the center person does to come out and play a guard spot. So I think the coaching staff is going to have to draw something up against that. Maybe get some one of your backside wing guys to come up and set some screens.
Yeah,
and see if you can't come off of those and work the screen and work for your post inside.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you've got to try something along those lines, just to try to get yourself some open looks. I think Nate Graves had 2 really good hook shots inside. Yep. When he was able to get the ball down low, I think for a freshman, he's getting some good minutes out here. I would continue feeding somebody like that. That's somebody that is going to build this program. Somebody that will continue to improve throughout these 4 years. And, for the Spartans, that's what they need out there. Also look for more out of, Claxton Hawk. He didn't shoot too much in that first half. He is a good shooter. I've seen him shoot the ball, last year in JV.
A lot of contested shots when he did.
Yeah, and I think Athens knows that. They're going to stop that. I also think Mason Morris continue shooting a 3 when you can. I don't think it's a bad thing to continue shooting, even though he didn't have the best first half. But I think, with his size, he's not the tallest player on the floor, but he can put up the 3. And certainly did that first half. Didn't have, too many good looks at it, but at the same time, he didn't stop shooting. I like that mentality about him. And, certainly come out here and continue doing that. For the Bulldogs, I think when they come out, they've got to come out and, try to continue doing what they're doing. You just got to make what you're shooting. For the Bulldogs, that you're getting the good looks, you're getting open shots, and you're getting second opportunities. There's no reason that you should have 17 points on the board right now with all the shots you've taken. I feel like, you just got to continue to kind of press away, and eventually they'll start falling. But until then, I continue doing what I'm doing with them if I'm the Bulldogs. But we'll go over some quick scores real quick in the first half before we take a break. With the Bulldogs leading scorers, all scorers tonight, Zachariah Mullins with 7 points, Easton Newsom with 4, Hayden Hughes, Luke Mullins, and Leo Martin all with 2. For the Spartans, leading all scorers for them tonight would be Nate Graves with 4 points, Isaac Waller with 3, Stan Vinny with 2, and Mason Morris with a 3 as well. We'll go ahead and take our last break and be back for your the second half action. This has been the Athens Insurance Services halftime show on Wild Country 107.7.
Since 1926, Athens Insurance Services has focused on doing one thing and doing it well, providing peace of mind through affordable, comprehensive insurance protection. Whether you're looking for car insurance for your new teenage driver, home insurance for your first home, protection for your business or life insurance, they've got you covered. Representing Central Insurance Company, count on Andrew, Mike, Kendra, Hannah, Chelsea, and Brent. Athens Insurance Services at 375 Richland Avenue. Call 740-593 833-6639. Steak and Shake is open every day at 741 East State Street in Athens. And everyone is talking about the 4-meal deals. They've got a choice of 4 great meals for just $4.99 with great fries. Try the double steak burger with cheese, butter single steak burger, a garlic single steak burger, or the bacon and cheese single steak burger. And weekdays, don't forget happy hour from 2 to 4. You can enjoy your favorite hand-dipped classic or specialty shake or soft drink for half price. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers at 741 East State Street in Athens.
Rutland Bottled Gas has propane for almost every need. Home, farm, industry, greenhouse, lodges, and cabin rentals. They sell and install heaters made by Buck Stove, Empire Comfort Systems, and Heat Star. Ranges by Crossley and grills by Weber. Rutland's specialty is installing and setting up propane systems that make your world more comfortable. 2 offices to serve you. The Plains at 177 North Plains Road and in Rutland at 282 Main Street. Stop by, call, or visit them at rutlandbottlegas.com for more information. Rutland Bottled Gas since 1947. 740-797-4675.
At Tri-County Career Center, our students are athletes, band members, and cheerleaders, but they are also earning industry credentials and skills that will prepare them to be workforce ready. Some of our students are earning money through internships, and others are earning college credits through CCP. And that's just at the high school level. Our Adult Center is offering cutting-edge short-term and long-term classes such as fiber optic technician or cosmetology. Jump on the web at TriCountyHighTech.com to see a list of our programs. Tri-County Career Center wishes everyone a safe and winning season.
One of the best tickets in town will always be activities at our local schools. Athletic events, concerts, and plays. You can always count on an enjoyable time. Our children are the future. Let's give them all the encouragement that we can. Go to a game, hear a concert, see a play. First National Bank. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at first-national.com.
You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7 WSEO Nelsonville.
Welcome back, everyone, to second half action inside the Alley. Athens Bulldogs leading the Alexander Spartans 17-12. Bulldogs turn it over there. I think Graves got a paw on it, knocked it away. Benny back into the contest after having sit most of the first half with foul trouble. And he has the basketball on the left side. Trying to get to Morris back up top. He does. Get inside the Grays. Kick out to Hawk. Oh, Hawk with a double dribble. He knew it.
Yeah, he saw it there and knew he was going to get called for. I think he knew it before the official blew the whistle.
And the Bulldog fans chanting, "You can't do that." He's like, "I know."
He knows. He clapped his hands.
Yep.
They're still going to let him
hear it. I think he kind of called that on himself anyway.
There was not a very good acting job.
Spartan's going to come out in the second half trying a man-to-man defense. Going to the post, trying to get it in there to Luke Mullins, and Isaac Waller again reads it and pokes it out of bounds. The hustle on that young man is impressive. It stands out.
He certainly, it's basketball skill level may not be all the way there, but at the same time, his hustle level is 100% constant, and that's what makes you a good player.
Nice shot there from Newsom on the inbound pass. Threw it up over top, got it back, and just knocked down the mid-range jumper. They go inside the Graves. Graves turns, fires a little too quick. And getting the rebound is Athens, but knocking it out. The trainer had it, and I think Benny knocked it off his leg out of bounds.
Yeah, it went off his foot there. Trainer upset there a little bit, but, it's just one of those things that happens.
That extended zone once again for the Bulldogs. It's got a 1-3-1 look, but all it really is a 2-3 extended zone. The middle drops down to take away Graves as he comes up to the high post, and then goes back out to the next guard as they pass it over to Morris for a three-point shot. No good. Hawk on the backside, puts it back up and in. Timeout. Spartans will take it with them. Be right back on the Game of the Week. Wild Country 107.7.
Let me put you on to something I like to call breakfast bliss. It's BOGO for $1 at McDonald's, and it's only around for a limited time. Right now, when you buy one breakfast fave, you can get another for just $1. Choose from a delicious sausage, gravy, and biscuit smothered with savory gravy, or a tasty bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit that comes on a warm, flaky biscuit, or a classic sausage McMuffin with egg. Bliss out on breakfast and start your day with BOGO for $1 only at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
The Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7.
19-14, 5:46 left in the third quarter. Second half action really just underway here inside the alley.
Yeah, we talked about at halftime, Claxton Hawk getting in the offensive mode, and those were his first 2 offensive points of the night on that putback offensive rebound. So
maybe that'll get him going.
Could be getting him going here. Let's see what happens as we get back into this action.
Spartans staying with this man-to-man defense. Luke Mullins steps through, gets in trouble, kick out the trainer, spin move into the paint, split the defense, lays it up and in.
Nice move there by Sam Trainer as he puts his first 2 points of the night as well in.
Let's see whether the Spartans go back to a zone as Athens remains in theirs. Vinny steps into a triple. Got it.
Staying Vinny. He's got 5 on the night now for the Spartans.
That's a big shot. He hit enough of those, and Athens has to rethink their strategy as well. Trainer on the left wing, looking for a cutter. And Hughes, just almost lost it, got it back, and we'll kick it out to Trainer. They'll reset. And Waller bowls through Martin, and they'll call a foul on Waller.
Waller definitely the bigger player there, and not too hard to knock down the little guy.
Martin plays football as well, but I don't even think Waller saw him. I think he just was running forward. As we're going to have an official maybe discussing something with Waller, but seems to be okay.
Yeah. We'll stop and talk,
Pass inside to Hughes and try to go it out to somebody. Maybe Trainer gets it back somehow and makes something out of nothing. Layup on the left side.
So
23-17.
Baskets are starting to fall here.
Well, the Athens taking full advantage of that man-to-man. As Morris nearly loses it, gets it back, throws it over to Hawk. He nearly loses it and does out of bounds to the Bulldogs. So Skinner is starting to shake a little bit on that.
Yeah, he's getting a little irritated, but
they're staying a man. And Athens, I think, is happy to see it. Go to Martin on the baseline. Here comes the screen. Doesn't roll. Now he does, but a little too late, and they'll go out of bounds. Luke Mullins tried to hold that screen a bit too long. Leo Martin was ready to make a pass.
Yeah, that time just stepped out of bounds, and Spartans got to make something out of that turnover.
Morris brings it up to Vinny. Now back over to Morris. They're again going to play catch on the right and left. Vinny should be looking for that shot there. Waller inside. Not sure where he was throwing it to. He bounced it off Newsom's knee, but into the hands of the Bulldogs. Martin. Trainer going to go baselines. Gets stopped there. Curves back up. Newsom fakes, drives. Out to Luke Mullins for 3. No good. Rebound by Vinny and a foul called underneath.
Yeah, they're going to get Hughes.
They're going to put this on Hughes? No, they're going to put it on Shad.
Oh, they're going to say Shad was pushing. So that's going to be his third personal. And it looks like it's going to be Howie Clark into the game for Shad.
At this point, I'm really not sure why Alexander's staying in their man-to-man. Athens has had pretty good success on it, and not as much in the zone. Nearly had a steal there, though. That might be what Coach Skinner is trying to get, is a little more steals. As Martin drives strong to the rim and lays it up. Once again, getting through the man-to-man defense.
Leo Martin puts his second basket in on the night.
25-17. Spartans once again moving the ball back and forth. And now Athens coming out and put a little more pressure on it. But the Spartans handle it. Drops it inside to Waller. Waller back up to Morris, over to Vinny. Vinny he got in trouble but got out of it.
Yeah, he certainly did. Almost took a step there.
Morris steps into a 3. Got it. Pretty play.
Nice job there by Mason Morris. He knocks home his second 3 of the night.
He knew he was shooting that before Vinny made the pass. That's confidence.
Cut that lead into 5 now, 25-20. Bulldogs lead.
That's a big shot for Alexander at this moment. Time and score, they needed that. And a walk here on Luke Mullins as Waller did excellent job on defense. Did they call a timeout before the walk?
They did. They're going to get a timeout.
We'll take it with them. Be right back on the Game of the Week. Wild Country 107.7.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Nelsonville is McFadden Insurance, 740-753-1905. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
At Atomic Credit Union, we value our local schools and are proud to support all our teams, for this is our community too. To everyone who puts in the long hours to help our kids win in life and on the courts, whether you coach, sell snacks, or score 30 points a game, the Atomic team is cheering for you. So from our team to yours, let's make it a great season. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
The Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7.
The Athens Bulldogs lead by 5, 25-20 over the Alexander Spartans, and I think Coach Kozart did get that timeout in before the travel, and it is going to be Bulldog basketball underneath their own basket. They go 1-4 against this man-to-man defense from the Spartans. Good job by Kozart.
Yeah, Kozart with the quick hands there on the timeout.
Hughes dives in to the rim. Nice fake. Back up. No good. Loose ball into the hands of Waller.
Yeah, Waller tracked that one down for the Spartans. Did a good job of finding that one. Giving Spartans back the possession.
Clark with the basketball over to Morris. Morris and Vinny going to play catch up top. Now we're starting to see some interchange between the wings and the guards through this zone. We'll see if that movement does anything for the Spartans' ability to get to the rim. Right now, still staying out on the perimeter. They do get it inside to Waller. Waller puts it up a little too strong. He's going after the rebound hard. Couldn't get it, though. Hughes comes away with it. Hughes does not see Waller. Waller comes and gets it once again.
Again, it's the second time tonight.
Just
hustle,
non-stop, that kid is. Vinny into the paint. Will pull up the elbow, kind of throws it at the rim, no good. And who's there? Waller to knock it loose. But Martin comes over to get it this time.
Man, I tell you what. Hustle award of the night goes to Waller for sure.
Nice drive inside, but over to the other side. Clark picks his pocket on Luke Mullins. Back the other way, Hawk. Up top to Morris. Morris open for three. Got it.
And Mason Morris cuts the lead to 2, 25-23. Bulldogs lead.
Morris is fired up for it, too, as he should be.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter, Joe.
Newsom hitting the cutter to McCormick and to Hughes, but stolen away again by Clark. Just reached in and took it from him. Morris coming around, kick to the corner. Hawk for three. Can't get it to go. On the backside, Newsom on the board. Leo Martin coming back for the Bulldogs. Into the corner.
Oh, what a block there by Stan Vinny.
Just hit it again. The defense for the Spartans stepping up here late in the third. And Vinny will bring it across.
They slow it down here.
Morris.
We'll see if they go for their last shot. 20 seconds left.
Looks like they will. Athens still in that zone, but they extend it. They extend it more on Morris as they're letting Hawk just dribble the ball. 8 seconds. Dribble to the right side, into the corner. Vinny tries three. Too strong. Waller tipped back up. Can't get it to go. Hawk had a shot at it. No good. And we end the third quarter 25-23 in favor of the Bulldogs. Hang with us for the conclusion, folks. It's the game of the week on Wild Country 107.7.
If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, come to Tink's Auto Trading Post, located on State Route 13, just off of Route 33 and Columbus Road in Athens. With over 30 years of experience, you can trust that you will get a great deal at a great price. We also offer routine maintenance on your cars, such as brakes, oil changes, and tires. Tink's Auto Trading Post, where less overhead means less markup. Remember to think Tink for your next great car deal. Tink's Auto Trading Post, 740-594-8465, or visit us on the web at tinksautotradingpost.com. TrackCountyAutoRepair.com.
Deputies Auto Repair in the Plains. They're set to provide their customers with the best possible vehicle maintenance and repair in a timely manner using top quality parts at competitive pricing. Call and schedule your appointment for alignments, oil changes, tune-ups, brake repairs, tire services, and so much more. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Deputies Auto Repair, 110 North Plains Road in the Plains, 740-677-0007. That's 740-677-0007.
You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7 WSEO Nelsonville.
Only 2 points separate the visiting Athens Bulldogs and the home team Alexander Spartans, 25-23, as we start our fourth quarter of action. And what was a flurry of action there in the third quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, two big threes there by Mason Morris late in the third quarter cuts this game to 2. 8 minutes to go. Athens leading by 2, 25-23. And let's go.
More of a traditional 1-3-1 zone now by the Bulldogs, as Zach Mullins is going to play that top of the middle of the 1-3-1. Spartans get through. Nice job by Martin to poke that one loose, but Claxton Hawk tracks it down. Back up top to Morris. Morris being guarded by Martin. We'll get it over to Hawk. Hawk probably should have been looking for that three there. Holmes will try the mid-range jumper. In and out. Rebounded by Luke Mullins. And he'll bring it up for the Bulldogs. Pushing the pace here. Spins, nearly had that one stolen away, as the Spartans were doing a wonderful job of that into the third quarter. Oh, wow, just bully ball as Zach Mullins backed in the smaller Holmes and puts it in.
And we didn't see Zach Mullins at all in that third quarter at all. Kozart kept him out. With 3 fouls, he's back in for this fourth quarter and making presence known.
Morris, long three. Off the mark, though, rebounded by Newsom. Leo Martin brings it up for the Bulldogs. He's got a clear right side if he wants it, and he does. Takes it all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. Mason Morris was the last line of defense, and he just kind of stepped around him and laid it up, 29-23. Timeout, Alexander. We'll be right back. Game of the week, Wild Country 107.7.
At Tri-County Career Center, our students are athletes, band members, and cheerleaders, but they are also earning industry credentials and skills that will prepare them to be workforce ready. Some of our students are earning money through internships, and others are earning college credits through CCP. And that's just at the high school level. Our Adult Center is offering cutting-edge short-term and long-term classes such as fiber optic technician or cosmetology. Jump on the web at TriCountyHighTech.com to see a list of our programs. Tri-County Career Center wishes everyone a safe and winning season.
Think you have to settle for mediocre car insurance to save money? Think again. It's possible to get superior coverage and still save money with Erie Insurance. Customers who switched to Erie saved up to $951. It pays to compare. Switch and save with Erie.
Your Erie agent in Nelsonville is McFadden Insurance, 740-753-1905.
Annual savings based on new customers surveyed in March 2022 who reported savings when switching auto insurance. Individual premiums and savings will vary.
The Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7.
The Athens Bulldogs now lead by 6, 29-23. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Coach Skinner called the timeout there for the Spartans to figure out something to do here, probably defensively more so. See if they go back to their zone, which isn't necessarily the best thing at this point because Athens has the lead, and they could kill a lot of clock.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you've got to figure out something. Get yourself some possessions, get some shots up.
Waller, nice drive inside. A nice pass from Grace to set him up, and he gets 2.
Nice job by Waller. He's got 5 on the night for the Spartans. Cuts the lead back to 4, 29-25.
Trainer, and it does look like Alexander's staying in a man. They put Graves back in to defend against the taller Zach Mullins, who gets it on the block now. And Waller comes around and knocks it loose right into the hands of Luke Mullins, who can't get the layup to go. Gets his own rebound out to Martin, back inside to Mullins, to Luke Mullins, now back out to Trainer. And nearly stolen there by Hawk. Newsom will try 3. He's short on it. Saved by Trainer, but he throws it out of bounds.
Good hustle.
Go to Alexander.
Good hustle there. Just unfortunately had to throw it and nobody home.
Waller is so quick from that backside.
He sure is.
As soon as you look away, he's looking for a chance to poke it out. Inside to Graves, backside to Waller, puts it up and in. Graves and Waller connection. 2-point ball game. 29-27 Athens with the lead and the basketball. Martin looking for the cutter up top, and we're going to get a foul.
I think they're going to get Waller.
Yeah, you're right. Waller knocked over he was trying to set his screen and set it a little too much of a screen.
Yeah, Zach Mullins going to take the brunt into that. And Waller going to pick up his third personal now.
Zach Mullins with the basketball over top, throws it to the corner. Newsom will try another triple, can't get it to go. Waller on the backside, fighting for it with Luke Mullins, and Mullins will go out of bounds with it.
Yeah, nice job there again. Isaac Waller again on that fight for the rebound. Able to cause that turnover.
Spartans trail by just 2 now. Morris brings it up for Alexander. Pass over to Clark. Just going to move this zone a bit. They need to move in. As they move the ball, they need to move in and clip 2. Probably trying to get it back into Graves, and he can see if he can find Waller again.
Yeah, that worked well the last 2 times down the floor.
Just Alexander's stagnant offense right now. Nobody moving. Just back and forth as Graves trying to set screens, bowled over a trainer.
Yeah, Graves kind of rolled up on the ankle a little bit there.
Hit him as he got back up, too.
He was trying to get back up, but Graves just a machine out there.
And now Morris sees a lane, gets by, gets to Hawk. Hawk in trouble, gets it back to Morris in the corner. Morris will bring it back up, we'll start over. Throws it inside to Waller. Waller double team. Kick back out to Clark. Clark trying baseline, nothing there. Over top to Morris. A little high on the pass, or else that might have been a shot.
Yeah, but Morris thought about taking the shot. I think he's going to take it now.
This one, a little too strong. Not enough. As it banks in.
It's not holiday hours. The bank is open, brother.
Alexander takes the lead, 30-29.
Morris,
people going crazy there.
Morris, it's his 4th 3 of the night. He's got 12 points on the night.
The first bank. As Waller again is going to get a steal, but he stepped out of bounds. The hustle of that young man.
His feet were moving when he was still in the air.
Benny checks in for Clark. He comes in fired up as he knows his team has the momentum.
They fought back. They haven't had a lead since the first quarter. And finally, in the 4th quarter, take the lead back.
Martin with it on the right side. Morris guarding him. He'll back it back out. It starts the motion. Hughes with it, going left side. He's got a lane. Gets stopped there by Waller. Kick out. 3-point shot. Zach Mullins no good. Luke Mullins on the board, fought for. Out to Newsom. Newsom into the paint. A little too deep, and he can't get the shot to go. Luke Mullins on the follow. Loose ball, and out of bounds off of Athens.
He stepped on the line. He didn't know he was out of bounds. Didn't have his spot on the floor there, Joe.
Coach Cozart was begging for a foul call there. A lot of contact, a lot of action. But the way Alexander's been getting their hand on the ball, I have no reason to believe that none of that was clean. That all of it.
Yeah, I think it was just good contact basketball.
Go inside to Graves. Graves kicked out. Hawk goes baseline, spins, loses footing, throws it out of bounds.
Morris was cutting to the outside, and Hawk thought he was still standing in one spot.
Hawk was falling to the ground. He had no choice but to get rid of it, and didn't catch that Morris was still moving. Under 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes to play in this one. Alexander leads 30-29. Bulldogs look like they're trying to get the ball into the hands of Zach Mullins as Martin gets by everybody and lays it up and in.
And that was big right there, giving Athens back the lead, 31-30 now.
How quick was that?
Man, Martin just exploded in the hole.
Morris over to Vinny. Vinny drives into Graves, kick out to the corner to Hawk. Now back up top. Morris dribbles to the left side to Vinny on the right. Crosses towards the middle, nothing there. Into Graves, back out to Hawk. Hawk for 3. Got it!
Oh my goodness! This place is on fire now. Spartans regain the lead, 33-31.
Martin crawls up the floor. 2 minutes left in this one. On the cut to Newsom, wide open for the layup.
Oh, what a shot there by Newsom. Good cut.
Excellent play by the Bulldogs. We are all tied up.
I didn't even hear Sweet Lou say the 2-minute warning.
And Morris nearly threw that away. Vinny reached it out and got it. Now the zone extended really far out, and it leads to a turnover. Hughes pushing the action. He's got to step on everyone. Lost his footing at the end, and it's blocked by Vinny.
Stan Vinny, nice job on the block and keeping the 2 points from going. That was an easy bucket there.
Well, he lost his footing. I think he was going to lose the ball out of bounds altogether. Vinny actually, I think, paid the Bulldogs a favor by blocking it out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness.
Newsom thought about the three. Instead, gets it over to Luke Mullins. Tie ball game, minute 20. Newsom back to Hughes. Luke Mullins gonna go to work, go baseline, gets around, up and off the glass and in.
Wow, what a shot there. Just working his way through the defense.
2-point lead. Morris, right side. Here comes a double team. In trouble, kick it out top to Vinny. Vinny in the paint, stops, pops, too strong, tipped in the air, it's out of bounds to Athens.
Yeah, they're gonna say Graves touched that last going out of bounds.
We'll see Alexander go full court press at all, and doesn't look like it.
No, they're going to go back in. At this point, I mean, you got 50 seconds. Spartans have to do something. You're down by 2.
Martin crosses the timeline. Timeout, Athens. We will be right back on the game of the week. Wild Country 107.7.
What's one of the worst feelings you can get? The one that hits you in the pit of your stomach. You can't find your keys. I have a solution. Announcing the new location of Athens Automotive Keys at 528 Richland Avenue in Athens. Dan and Gloria can take care of lost keys, transponder keys and programming, key duplication for house or business. And they now provide locksmith service. Athens Automotive Keys is open Monday through Friday, noon till 5:30 at 528 Richland Avenue, Athens. Call 740-590-6843.
If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, come to Tink's Auto Trading Post, located on State Route 13, just off of Route 33 and Columbus Road in Athens. With over 30 years of experience, you can trust that you will get a great deal at a great price. We also offer routine maintenance on your cars, such as brakes, oil changes, and tires. Tink's Auto Trading Post, where less overhead means less markup. Remember to think Tink for your next great car deal. Tink's Auto Trading Post, 740-594-8465, or visit us on the web at tinksautotradingpost.com.
The game of the week on Wild Country 107.7.
35-33 Athens leads, and they have the basketball with 48.7 seconds left. Here's the thing for Alexander. They only have one team foul right now, so they don't have to shoot the basketball. Alexander's in that full court pressure. Martin dribbling to the left side. Morris is off of him, and now Skinner's yelling at him to get up into him. But they're just going to move the ball here, and this is not good for Alexander.
Yeah, Spartans just wasting time.
They've got to take fouls, and they did finally. Morris bumped into Martin, but again, only going to be the second team foul. Now 27.5 seconds left.
They wasted a lot of time.
Wasted a lot of time. Alexander needs to get into the passing lanes. If you don't get a steal, you got to get the foul because they just don't have enough time. Outside, there we go. A quick foul, Waller getting Mullins.
And see, Waller's got now 4 fouls, so he's not the guy you want fouling for the Spartans.
Again, Ohms will come in for him here. He'll come in for Graves. I'm surprised by that. Because really at this moment, you're just fouling people. Yeah. So if I were Athens right now, I would throw the ball to Zach Mullins.
Yeah, anybody that Waller's guarding to try to get him out of the game.
Yep, as he has to come up now. Morris bumps him, no call. Then we get one from Ohms.
Yeah, Sam Ohms picking up his first personal there.
So the next one will send Athens to the line.
But a lot of time off the clock.
Yes, 30 seconds have come off the clock before Athens is finally going to get to the bonus. That's a win if you're Bulldog coach Mickey Cozart, and Waller's going to foul out.
He sure did.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that. I mean, you know, Waller's been your hustle guy all night long. And he's your best chance for rebounds. I don't get it.
As Waller does foul out, but what a game that young man had.
Yeah, he certainly did. Hustle. Still not sure why they had him take the last foul there.
I mean, he has to foul, but it's also probably maybe have him off the court there as Zach Mullins knocks out a key free throw.
Yeah, that gives them a 3-point lead here with 20 seconds left.
This one more so.
He gets this one, and it's 2-possession ball game.
Yep. Shot is up and good, except we might have a lane violation on Hughes, and it is. It'll erase that free throw. Alexander stays down by 3.
Wow, that's huge. And
20 seconds, 20.1.
Mullins did his job.
Morris picks it up. Here we go. Across the timeline, screen from Hawk over to Vinny. Vinny put 3 off the iron, no good, and it hits the wire. It'll go out of bounds to Athens, but that was a good look.
This is where Alexander's got to press hard right here, and they've got to get a quick foul.
Here it comes, and they'll foul Martin. 12.1 seconds left. Martin has a chance to basically put this thing away.
He sure does. Man, what a ball game here at the end. I tell you what, Spartans crawled their way back into this, itching and fighting. Neither team had more than a 7-point lead at any time, but certainly felt that the Spartans had their hands behind their back tied and worked their way back in. But now Athens has a chance to get out of here with a W. As long as Merton can knock home these free throws, it'll give them a better chance.
And first one rattles out. So if you're Alexander, you got to make sure you secure this rebound. They do have one timeout left.
This might be where I would want Graves or Waller into the game.
Well, you've got Holmes and Hawk on the down rebound. And the pull rebound. Clark has it. They're going to get across half court. Hawk has it. Puts up the 3. Short. Rebounded by Vinny. Hustles out to the 3. Puts up another triple. No good. Rebounded by Martin. And that's how we end it. 36-33. The Bulldogs win over a valiant Alexander Spartan club. What a game, folks. What a game. We got to get to a break here, but on the other side, we'll wrap all this action up in our post-game show here on the Game of the Week, Wild Country 107.7.
Coach's Appliance Service has been a family-owned business since 1986. Now Chuck's nephew, Nick, has expanded. Coach's Appliance Heating and Air is still taking care of your appliances, along with your heating and cooling needs. They'll still fix your fridge, freezer, range, microwave, dishwasher, and so much more, including new AC and heat pump systems with financing available. Call or text Coach's Appliance Heating and Air today at 740-594-1865, and they'll be there to fix your appliance and heating and cooling issues.
Let me put you onto something I like to call breakfast bliss. It's BOGO for $1 at McDonald's, and it's only around for a limited time. Right now, when you buy one breakfast fave, you can get another for just $1. Choose from a delicious sausage, gravy, and biscuit smothered with savory gravy, or a tasty bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit that comes on a warm, flaky biscuit, or a classic sausage McMuffin with egg. Bliss out on breakfast and start your day with BOGO for $1 only at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
At Atomic Credit Union, we value our local schools and are proud to support all our teams, for this is our community too. To everyone who puts in the long hours to help our kids win in life and on the courts, whether you coach, sell snacks, or score 30 points a game, the Atomic team is cheering for you. So from our team to yours, let's make it a great season. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Rutland Bottled Gas has propane for almost every need. Home, farm, industry, greenhouse, lodges, and cabin rentals. They sell and install heaters made by Buck Stove, Empire Comfort Systems, and Heat Star. Ranges by Crosley and grills by Weber. Rutland's specialty is installing and setting up propane systems that make your world more comfortable. 2 offices to serve you. The Plains at 177 North Plains Road and in Rutland at 282 Main Street. Stop by, call, or visit them at RutlandBottleGas.com for more information. Rutland Bottled Gas since 1947. 740-797-4675.
You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on Wild Country 107.7 WSEO Nelsonville.
The Athens Bulldogs pick up their second win of the season. Alexander was that close, and I mean that close to getting their first win of the year. Alexander falls in this one 36-33, and what was a great game, a great contest. It was a little slow going, but man, did it pick up, especially there late in the third and all the way through the fourth quarter, Dustin.
Oh, it certainly did, Joe. Man, I tell you what, it kind of felt, like you said, it was slow going there for somewhat of most of this game. And then all of a sudden, second half action takes place. And as we get going into the second half, this game just got more intense. And, the Bulldogs able to pull off that victory by 3 points tonight. But, man, that certainly had me on the edge of my seat in that fourth quarter the whole time.
Well, so Alexander switched from their zone into a man defense, and Athens took full advantage of that. They went down, it seemed like 4 out of 5 possessions, I believe, they scored points off of it, but it also seemed to fire up Alexander on offense as they were able to answer and claw back in. There was a 2-point game. It got close. Into the fourth quarter, we saw just back and forth. The best basketball that these two teams played tonight, and I haven't seen them enough to know for the season, but definitely took place in that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Alexander and Athens both playing very well through that stretch, and Alexander had chances. They had really good looks. Benny's next to last 3-point looked like it had a really good chance to go in. Hawk took the 3-point near the end of the game. That looked like it had a good chance. And then Benny throws up a desperation one at the end, trying to draw a foul. Didn't get it, didn't make the shot. But there were some good looks that Alexander had at the very end of this game that had a chance to maybe push overtime or win the contest, and just didn't come up through. Credit the Bulldogs for having enough to outlast the Spartans.
Yeah, I think coming up big in that fourth quarter for the Bulldogs, 2 players especially come to mind: Leo Martin and Zach Mullins. Leo Martin had 4 big points. Coming in off his layup ability to drive past a defender and get past and lay it up and in was just, you almost don't see it. He's so quick out there from the top of the key to the time he gets to the basket, burning defenders, and he put two buckets in there at the end of the game, which really helped his team propel to victory.
So let's look at the leading scorers for both teams. Then we have a Texas Roadhouse Player of the Game to award tonight.
Yeah, we'll start with the home team Spartans tonight. Leading all scorers tonight actually was number 5 Mason Morris, as he had 4 threes on the night and 12 points. Behind him, Isaac Waller, heck of a game, and what hustle he had tonight. The senior for the Spartans, great job. And my gosh, I'll tell you what, he just a great player all around. And then we had behind them, we had Claxton Hawk with 5, Stan Vinny with 5, and Nate Graves with 2 good hook shots to give him 4 points on the night in the first half. And then on the other side for the winning Bulldogs tonight with 36 total points, leading their scorers tonight, Zach Mullins with 10 points. He had 7 points in the first half. So, had to sit for some of that second half, a little bit here and there with foul trouble. But, his presence on the night was definitely known for the Bulldogs. When he was out there, he was the guy to go to for the Bulldogs. Behind him, we had with 8 points, Leo Martin and Easton Newsom, both with 8. And then we had with 4, Hayden Hughes and Luke Mullins, and Sam Trainer with 2 points in there as well to top off the Bulldogs scoring. But I tell you what, Joe, what a game here, especially that second half. 36-33 Bulldogs win, and it's been a fun one.
Absolutely was. Athens deserved the win. They were able to pull it out. And we have the Texas Roadhouse Player of the Game award to give out to. As you mentioned, he had 7 points in the first half, but then down the stretch there, he was a matchup problem for the Alexander Spartans, and it led to him getting 2 big free throws. One of them didn't count, but due to a lane violation, but we're still going with Zachary Mullins. Congratulations to him for our Texas Roadhouse Player of the Game.
Yeah, he'll win that dinner for 2 from Texas Roadhouse. Good job, young man, and enjoy those 2 steak dinners from Texas Roadhouse, as you certainly earned it here tonight, and it's been a fun night here tonight.